Alrighty then. Week 1, Crosskeys versus Vinter, who I believe is primarily a Super Metroid runner. Go. So this is base settings. Hovering and Molder and Bounce are banned. But otherwise, nothing's different. Nothing differs from just Crosskeys. We found the Gangster. Ooh, they do drop bombs, thank you. And there's more bombs here. I'm okay with this. One more quick trip. Alright, so if I need bombs, can get them back, well, not necessarily super quickly, but can get them. I don't like seeing optional big keys, but hey, it happens. Is this even randomized? I'm gonna go check this drop down in Houlihan. You know what? Map is not a terrible thing. Let's get that. Probably be a map of uselessness. Oh, it's actually not. I think you only need to do 3 when you come out of the entrance, but we're gonna do 4 just to be safe. But I'm pretty sure it's only 4 when you're doing the camera adjustment from the top corner. Okay. We're gonna go back to Sank, though, because I want to head towards the village for density of entrances. Really gonna hope that it's Uncle up here. Uncle or Useless Fairy. Okay, can earn ourselves some money as needed. Okay, I'm just gonna hope this isn't important then. Damn it! That might be relevant. Alright, well, we're gonna just hope like hell it isn't. Juror's Cave. Haven't found useless fairy or magic bat, so I'm not gonna guess. Found useless fairy. Alright, so we're still looking for Uncle, the well, and magic bat. I mean, ideally I'll survive this, but, you know, and I'll get out. But I just want to, you know. I can't jump over yet. I can when I get this heart here that I didn't grab the first time. Now I can bomb jump. Alright, I'm not going to follow the lower connector yet because I cannot come back that way, so don't really care. I'm not going to follow upper either. But having both canes already, that's not terrible. Alright, let's do that just to get rid of the beeping. Not gonna check the connectors yet, but I'm going to scout the torch item and see what's free. Okay, we don't care about the torch item. No mirror shield in this seed. Oh, baby. Let's go. Let's bow. Let's bow, baby. Wait, I think there's arrows over here. That'll do. I honestly could have just death warped, but that's fine. Won't say no to an early bow. Get our health back. Kill Mario. Expensive, but at least it's ammo. Wanted him to be down at Blacksmith.
Like a fat kid loves cake.
Okay, at least that wasn't Desert Big. That would have been a little annoying. Hello there, Rain. See you're up from your nap. I was wondering, what's my stun preface? Okay, well, we can definitely get some money. Hey, Krim, thanks for the good luck. I enjoy lamp. No dark. No dark. I guess I can close the dark rooms tab I have open. Okay, well, we know where Ice Rod is. So that's upper. Ice Rod. I'll be back for that. 'Cause do almost all of that. Green Pendant Ice. And a Swingy. Okay, that's some guaranteed items. So Magic Bat's behind Aga 2. Oh, well, look at that. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go do this now then. I mean, I was already going to, but just, you know, kind of cements it. Kind of cements the decision. They don't do much damage. No, there's no timer on the vertical layout. I keep forgetting to add it. Yeah, nope, I just keep forgetting to add it. I need to add it at the very bottom, because that's where I added the extra window capture for Z1R to have it down there. Since I don't use Live Split with Z1R and I just capture the timer built into the tracker, I just keep forgetting to add this one back there, to add Live Split back to it. Okay, this will still be a Death Warp. I'm gonna take Hyrule Castle right in the hope that I don't get stuck. Because I want to take Super Bunny. I also don't want to leave since I already found 2 of the exits of Hyrule Castle and a bunch of other connectors. Because I already found Paradox, so found Paradox, found Hyrule Castle, found Desert, found Super Bunny. So that's a lot of connectors, and I don't want to just leave those. Alright, now we just need Glove or Hyrule Castle Small to to get the rest. I don't mind if right side pops me out in the dark world as a bunny. I just want wherever this exit is, I just want to be able to get back in. That's it. I can get back in. All right. Okay, I'm not going crazy here checking a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to check this one entrance up here. And then I'm going right back in to finish checking my other in-logic stuff, because there's tons of it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to follow this and get my ice rod. This is in logic. I'm going to try to survive this. Lower. Okay. It's in logic to walk this. Yeah, whatever. I'm not worried about that. I just don't want to die until I, see where this takes me. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. I don't mind that. Okay. At least I've got that mapped out already. Got the ice rod. I'm going to follow Super Bunny next because of it being 2 items. Bad here. Zora money. That's fine. Never gonna follow that connector, so we're just gonna clear that. Oh! Yeah. Okay, so we know Ice Palace is green pendant, which means Desert is just a regular pendant. And Eastern's our last pendant. Okay, so we already know all of our dungeon info with the exception of which ones are 5-6. That's really the only outstanding. And that'll happen soon enough. Cave? Nowhere near being able to do that yet. Check these two over here. Wouldn't mind an early pod Eastern. Okay. Oh, baby. Agaseed confirmed. Oh, let's go. What is this seed? I'm getting a little scared. Getting a little scared. Game? What's going on? But thank you. I can walk all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon. And I'm going to. I don't care about that being locked because of already having two smalls. I just have to be very careful of the chain chomps. They will kill me. Because I'm pretty sure there's only one heart up top there. I mean, I've got ways to, yeah. I should have used a boomerang to see if I would have gotten the frame rule. But either way, I've got ways to hit the crystal switch and remain free of them. I just have to be very careful. Like that. It bit me. Fortunately, I need to check that because that's in logic. I can't let that go. And given that hookshot and fire rod were here, like, I can do almost every check in this dungeon. The only thing I can't do, realistically right now, is big chest, because I haven't found that entrance, and I can't kill Trinex. But I can do pretty much everything else. I hate that. I hate that I took that death. but it got me. Okay, now if it hits me, I'm okay. But I still don't want it to. Okay. If we're going to go through and see where TR main is, because it's the furthest walk. Very careful here. Take it nice and slow. Hopefully the connector's worth it. The connector's worth it. Take a moment. Try and get that correct. Just hoping for a heart. Okay, that might be relevant for now. Don't know. What? Stupid cabbages. Hopefully we can get to Old Man, but if he's at Hera, then he's not safe yet. I really don't want to die to a boulder right now, so. Alright, 50-50 on if we can save Old Man or if it's got to wait till later. But at least there's another connector, which I'm not going to check yet. I'm going to head over and check the other side of the mountain with this hook shot. I don't want to risk that being a one-way and I can't turn around. We can save old man. Alright, good. So then we'll have, after a save and quit, I'm gonna do Sanctuary for Back of Escape. And then I'm gonna check and see where Old Man Start is, because those could be really nice. Oh, heck yes, game. I am really worried about where Go Mode's going to be, though, given how this is happening. Why am I going over here? Okay. I do want to mark that is Old Man, because it's not impossible that might be a required connector to get up here. For now. Be right back. I think I'm going to follow that instead of Brothers. I'm gonna hope that I can turn around from it. I'm gonna start with this because it's items. Okay. Alright, please let me turn around. I don't care about the bunny, but please let me turn around. I cannot turn around. This isn't necessarily terrible either. Now it's terrible because it's a soft lock woods. Where the hell? Hate the icon gets so dark. Okay. So this is a soft lock woods. That's because I don't even have a key. So I can only check the one thing here. Out of logic, but came this far, I'm gonna check it. Okay, sure. I'm fine with this. I'm okay with this. Okay. I'm really getting worried about where some things are going to be hiding in this game. Okay, well, we can check that. So that probably means I go and check the desert connectors next. After I see what Old Man's got. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, go peek the ledge, at the entrance, Hey, good afternoon, Post. Thanks for the good luck. I am a little worried about how open this seed is already. Okay, this is one way unless it's a connector. So I'm hoping it's a connector or just a really good one way. Okay, I do not have a bottle yet. Alright. I want to go back and follow this fairy ascension. There's a lot of connectors early on, so, I mean, this seed could go so many different ways. And I don't know how comfortable my opponent is with this game, because the majority of our servers in common are Super Metroid related. Okay. We're not going to need flute. Flute will speed things up, but not be required. Okay. Is Ether to open up that Mire entrance once I'm able to. Go see where the back of this leads to. Okay, that'll be really nice for later. Just doesn't do anything for me right now. Go back and check desert now with that desert big. Quick detour for this lift rock up here, though. Oh, and I need to check Bonk Rocks on the way back down as well. Check Bonk Rocks and then head and check desert. Wouldn't mind too much if this was desert. Back of Skull. Which I cannot beat because I do not have a key. I could beat it if I bunny walked into Skull and borrowed a key. But I'm really not worried about that. The Arrow of Destiny. Okay. Alright, let's go check desert. Now, the bunny walking was through Hyrule Castle, so I could do it without too much trouble. But I really don't want to go too far out of logic. Because so far, mostly sticking to it, if not completely sticking to it, has worked pretty well. Sankart. Alright. Let's go check these exits. Okay. Okay. I don't mind having this connector early. Okay, and it really doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, we're gonna head south now and go all the way over towards Ice Rod Cave. I do have the, TR mid entrance to check as well. The, TR left, the laser eyes. I gotta keep that in mind. But since I've gotten all the items out of it so far, and there's not too many areas I can't access right now, logically, of course. I'm not too worried about it. And we'll get there eventually. I'm glad that this was available before even going south for the first time, so. Oh, yes. Thank you, game. Sure, we'll do first 4 thieves. Sure. That's an out of logic beatable swamp if we find it, when we find it. Unless, of course, it's in the Dark World pre-Moon Pearl, because there's no enemies before the water to take damage from. It also lets me do Zora and get all of those checks out of the way. That... Oh. Okay, so that technically... Well, okay, so Trinex isn't in logic yet, because you need all 4 keys. That said, if I get Hammer or a second sword relatively soon, I will absolutely go beat up on Trinex. That puts me up on the mountain. That's good, but I want the density right now, and I can run back for that later. I want to check this stuff and all the flipper stuff. Because that being on the mountain will allow me to check the Brothers connector that I opted out of. Okay, our 5/6s are Misery and TR. Okay. So we have all of our dungeon info already. So we'll check the middle. We'll check the Hylia Island here. And then go and do all the Zora stuff. Save and quit. Come back and follow Spiral Cave. Okay, Witch's Hut. Early flippers and access up here. Probably not going to be anything, but... That's vanilla. I mean, it could be something. I mean, it's not completely terrible. Check these bonk rocks right here real quick. I tend to forget about these. Alright, now I'm going to go check Spiral Cave. Get whatever that item is, and then follow the Brothers Connector on the mountain. If I had a bottle, then I would actually go and fight Trinex right now. Only because with a bottle, I wouldn't need my sword at all until fighting him. But I also don't really know if Fighter Sword spins actually hurt him. I don't know. Okay. Here. Okay. Where's that at? Oh yes, that's where that was. Okay. That's at the start, so I guess let's go and do the southern checks. And then after this, Probably, well, depending what I find down at these entrances, I would say go into Paradox mid and then out and see where upper brings me to. And then, depending on that, go through and see where TR left brings me out. Not a big fan of that, but that's a thing. Thing that can't be ignored. Now, I say I'm not a fan of it because it's true. But I do have Samaria. Oh, that's going to be a quick and easy turn-in. Be a very quick and easy turn-in. Right? Thank you. I don't know how far you can logically get in here without a key. Hey there, good afternoon. Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Hope your Sunday's going well. That's a lot of arrows. Hey, I got a bottle. All right, so I might go gamble and see if you can actually hurt Trinex with Fighter Sword spins. Because I don't know if you can. Okay, I'm gonna hit the switch here, just in case. Just in case. There's a hammer here. Because this is Green Pendant after all. Come on. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this, but I just cannot, like... I just can't get it first try anymore, and I don't know why. So unless there's a small key in this chest here, I have to Death Warp and go back. But that's fine. Oh, okay, so we got a Death Warp, but that's fine. Because I know some of these checks are in logic. I don't recall exactly which ones. I don't recall exactly how many keys are expected before you can get to iced tea. So far, I've only got one check out of logic that I'm aware of. Although it's possible two of them are out of logic. was close because of picking that heart up. Okay, so again, don't have the big key, so I can't get that one. I don't have a small key to be able to go the quick and easy way to iced tea. So I have to actually push the block and walk up and around. Not a big fan of that, but iced tea does tend to have important things in Crosskeys. Don't know why, but it does. In this case, it did not. Alright, we can save and quit. Alright, there's nothing else accessible in there until hammer. So let's go follow Paradox mid and see where Paradox... Actually, I didn't check either one, did I? Yeah, I didn't check Paradox upper or lower. So I guess, well, let's check upper first. Since I might not be able to come back from it, but I definitely can't come back from lower. Let's start with this one. Okay. Alright. That's an upper. Now, because this rolled on the doors branch, I'm pretty sure dropping down there is out of logic because it comes down to a frame rule as to whether or not you take damage there. Now, this is out of logic. But, a couple of checks, and I'm not going to turn it down. Technically, I can borrow that key from the right and go all the way around. And I'm probably going to. Do not have the big key. I can't get the big chest, but I can, out of logic, go all the way to Ice Armors. I mean, this whole thing's out of logic, so kinda goes without saying. You know, I actually wouldn't mind if, Oh, okay. Whew, it does come back. I couldn't remember if you got hit with a bunny beam in the Dark World, if it came back or not. Okay. There is magic on the other side of this door, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm just trying to not die here. Would have been nice if that was sand colored. Okay. I don't have a whole lot of health, so I need to be careful here with the way I do this. gotta remember, I'm not supposed to have any of this stuff right now. Don't mind that. I always forget when to pick that up. ₹1. I want a fun death warp, but, you know, kind of have to do it. Alright, so we got 3 pod smalls, one of which I am fairly certain is logical, the other 2 absolutely are not. Okay. Okay. Didn't mark that right away, and I wanted to be 100% sure where that was. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and check. I'm going to go see what's down here at Curiosity. And then assuming I can survive getting back, I'm going to pop into Skull Woods and see what I can do there. I actually don't need the Death Warp. I can just get picked up, and I think that gets rid of the Pearl. Or gives me the... Yeah, there you go. Gets rid of the bunny. Let's try this one. Not ideal, because I have to use the key. But there is that. Trying to think. So I can get... Can't get that. One in the back. Oh yeah, over on that side. Which I don't yet have access to, and that required to use both of my keys, which I don't want to do. Okay. This is not in logic yet, so... And it's not logical to get over to that side because of where everything is. So, we're not going to do that yet. I am going to just quickly mention, so this was skull left. Means this is going to be skull right. Okay. Alright, I want to check next. I guess let's go check Paradox lower. The mushroom's out of logic, but I can do that. Not worried about saving it for fake powder because of the fact that Magic Bat's behind Aga 2. Okay, so we don't care about that. However, I have a bottle, so see what Sick Kid's holding on to. Probably should go back through... Well, actually, we can go back through Hyrule Castle. That's quicker. Okay. That's a thing. That's a thing. That just made Trinex beatable. Yeah. Yeah, it sure did. We try next. I have enough magic so that the red potion's good enough. I don't like this one bit. Like, literally not one bit. Because I suck at Hammer Trinex. Okay, now we're going to come over and deal with you before you can put ice on the floor. Okay, now that the floor can't get iced, now we're going to use the potion. Because he does 4 hearts of damage. Gonna go nice and slow here. Yep. Right next down. Oh, you son of a... Oh, my God. That is a terrible location for a pearl. That is a 4 TR small locked moon pearl. Okay. That's a thing. That's very much a thing. Where's the other side of that at? Okay, that was up there. You know what? Let's do that. A little silly, but let's do it. 'Cause I got the keys. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Now, ultimately, that could benefit me, depending, again, on how comfortable my opponent is with out-of-logic Trinecks and relatively low percent Trinecks. But I just gotta remember that until I find 2 more TR smalls, I'm not supposed to have that. Out, up. Bouncy bounce. Okay, pod 4. And a GT. Okay, that's really good. All right, so what remains now is where was the main? Okay, main's at the back, which, okay, whatever. That's fine. I mean, you wouldn't be wrong, Post. That's pretty terrible. It really is. That is pretty terrible. We are going to take advantage, though, and go get another crystal. Want to come over here? I'll take it. Shouldn't be able to die here, given that I just picked up that fairy. Shouldn't. Doesn't mean I won't. I didn't. LOL game. That's not getting checked anytime soon, though. Because I don't have an easy way to get there. Okay. Hold on. With that hammer, little out of the way. But I want to go check Mimic Cave. Because the hammer is logical, I'm pretty sure. I do not recall getting that bottle out of logic. Fine. You know, I guess while we're here, because this seed has been kind of friendly, should probably go see what's on Ped. Because I can kill right now out of logic. I can kill Cold Stare. Okay, just a map. How did I get there? Through Fairy Ascension. Okay, so Old Man. Alright, let's go check Mire entrance real quick. See where that gets us. Alright, so Ped is dead. This will not be an all dungeon seed. At least, it won't be an all dungeon seed to the extent that it is for the sake of pulling the pedestal. No guarantee it won't be all dungeons for other reasons. But boy, am I gonna hope it isn't. I do need to go back to GT though, because now I can go left side. Hey look, it's Old Man Rescue. Alright. Let's go check Catfish. There's not going to be a better time. That is an absolutely terrible pearl placement. So now it's time to hope that between Rick, Fred, and Iceman, that they are not watching any of this. Because I got to get one of them to play this. Alright, let's go check pod area next. I'm just really curious. Oh, wrong way. I'm just really curious. Really curious where those other TR smalls are going to show up. The thing is, given the entrance placement of the TR connectors, I don't really see anybody not opting to kill Trinex pretty early. You know, depending on, I mean, you could very easily route it differently and have a second sword or even a third sword by the time you do that. So it might not even be a matter of being comfortable with you know, Hammer Trinex. Okay, well, I definitely don't need that. Alright, this will be a save and a quit. But I need to make sure I check this first before I go up and check those entrances. Then I'm going to go check this one, and then Dark Flute 5. Okay. That's fake Ice Rod Cave. Alright. Go give Kiki 110 rupees. Ah. It's a beatable Eastern. Oh, that's right. I have a fairy. Could have dealt without that, but okay. Alright, so that's a beatable Eastern when that shows up. But again, Eastern's a pendant. I don't want to. Don't want to. Not yet. I mean, it is 6 items, so I'm certainly not opposed. But my Dark World is not yet in Logic, so I'm not concerned about that check just yet. And it's also really easy to get back there. Okay. Okay. Can't possibly imagine that's a relevant connector in any way, shape, or form, but I'll leave it up there for now. Okay. Is he even randomized? Alright, go check this. The pyramid. Okay, fine. And now we're just going to take this other option, or this other route, and go check Dark Shopping Mall. So I was already planning to do that next anyway. Alright, so we don't care about the big bomb. Can't have anything that I'm worried about. Okay, that's good. That's all the reason I need to go back to GT now. Nope, no, no. See, it happened. I would have gotten stuck in there and had to save and quit. Which, admittedly, I was going to do anyway, now that I know that's not an important item, but I didn't know that right away. Okay. I'm going to go and check this. We're going to check and see what's at Swamp. Then head over and do Stumpy over to Dig Game. I don't have cape, so I can't check that. That's the cape side. Okay, so then from here we save and quit and come down from the top. Just trying to think what other connectors I have. What logical connectors I have that I haven't followed yet. Do appreciate that. Oh, okay. Okay. The hammer gives me the well. And you never know. The game could just have the ultimate joke of 2 TR Smalls waiting in the well. Or there could be a Castle Tower Small in here, which then takes me to Castle Tower to then get a TR Small off of Lumberjack. That could happen as well. Well, that just gave me okay. I don't think it did much for immediate logic. There's a TR. Alright, we're one more away from Logical Pearl. Alright, well, let's pop into the Dark World and keep checking stuff. I'm just trying to think. Don't have Ice Big yet. The hammer does put possibly some ice checks into logic. Okay, well, bad logic, but we're gonna do it. board hopping. Okay, well. So, having another GT small, that does technically put the GT climb into logic. Oh, look, it just shifted slightly to the right. Okay, there's a connector to follow. Alright, so we're going to check this right here. And then we're going to grab the Smith and go follow that connector. Okay. Alright, let's grab the Smith. Okay. Okay, hopefully that's not going to be a relevant entrance. I don't need any more of those. I've got all my map info. Need any of those either. Gina all the way up on the mountain. In the Dark World. How did he manage that? Okay, well, gonna lose to Smith because this is a crystal, but that's fine. I'll pick him up later if I need to. I can full clear this dungeon. I'm not leaving anything behind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will still lose the frog, because I think the only way he stays with you through a crystal cutscene is if you're playing with follower shuffle, because of the fact that he could at that point be anywhere. Okay. Reason to go back to Ice Palace, but again, pendant. I want to. I could technically pull Ped right now. We know Ped is dead, so I'm not going to. We're gonna do the meme. Wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't. I don't think we're gonna do the meme this time. Okay, well that can't lead to the pearl. So that's not a small key. That is not a small key to TR. It could potentially be a pod small, which honestly would be ideal because that's easily skippable. That would certainly be my preference. But I don't even need to mark Swamp down because it's fully clear. Alright, so Froggy got sent back. Okay. I don't think there's any connectors I haven't followed yet. So, I guess one possibility could be if there's a connector at, wait, I still have a Swamp Small, or Skull Small. So one thing I was thinking was, I want to go check Big Chest. It's really out of the way and annoying, but I can do it because of having this key. This requires save and quit. I think before I go to GT, I should go check because my mitts are in Logic. And so it's a matter of trying to figure out. Okay. So one possibility I could think of, it would be really, really dumb. But with my mitts being in Logic, I haven't yet found the connector for... The only connector I haven't found is the bat connector. You know, Death Mountain, Ascent or Descent. And if that's here, you can walk through that as a bunny. And then that brings me up. If that brings me up on the mountain, then that gives me more entrances to check to possibly find that TR Small. So you could go through this as a bunny. You can't do this as a bunny, though. Let me see. So, alright. At this point, I kind of think, well, I'm not a big fan of leaving that right now, but I'm going to. Hoping for a small key to pod and pod. The other option I could think of right now, I do still have the, connector. Well, I have Dark Sank. And Dark Sank is another, you know, emerge as a bunny and, you know, do your thing. So if that's Bat Connector and it brings me up to the mountain, that gives me a chance to find TR Small. But what I'm starting to suspect is the case is I'm supposed to go back into Ice Palace, and Ice Palace is the answer. Now, the answer could be Mirror, or, you know, the actual, just the small key. So, you know, there's quite a few options. Right now, I'm just going to do what I can here. I don't have the big key, so I'm going to need that at some point. Okay. Yeah, I'm really, really hoping that it's a small key to Mire, Ice, or Pod that's behind Lumberjack. Because I wouldn't need any of them. couldn't quite get the up to register. Just gonna check and make sure again. Yeah, okay. No big key. I don't expect it to be missing from the tracker, but... Okay. Again. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go around one more time to save having to open that door. Because if I get a vanilla pod big, then I just beat the dungeon. So I will take a trip around one more time to save the key. With boots, it's really not that long. And silvers, because, you know, only one arrow per minute. Hey, we got it. And especially because this check here, I don't believe is in logic until 5 small keys. Because you can't use the last small key until you have the hammer anyway. Well, no, I don't know, whatever. But this is in logic. Well, it's in logic once you have the pearl. Because we don't have the pearl. I also should be saving and quitting because I can't get out of here, so... Okay. Alright. So, what we want now is... I don't really have too many good ways to do this, so... I think this is maybe a little faster technically because it saves me having to go. It saves me a. I think it saves me one or two screen transitions, and it saves me the portal animation. Okay, still not logic, but I like finding it. You know, I would like to know where TR4 is just for the sake of understanding the logic. But that's about it. I don't care for any other reason. I only care for understanding the logic. That's 3 GT small, so I want to go check the Dark Sank, and then I want to go into GT. Because I'm kind of expecting mirrors going to show up really soon, because then you could do some bunny walking and some mirroring. That's fine. I can't check that right now. You know what? No, I want to check that before GT, because that was available from super early on. So I want to check that before I go into GT. Because it could be GT big. Because I think right now, I'm pretty sure, and again, ignore the fact that Pearl's out of logic, but strictly based on keys. The only thing that requires 4 keys... The only thing that requires 4 keys is Rando Room. And maybe Fire Snake Room. So... I mean, I actually hope this isn't progression because of how long it's been available for. Okay, that's not progression because I don't have a way to do anything with that yet. Trying to think. We check that. Check that. Alright, so... Nope, going the wrong way. I don't like this, but it's not too much of a time investment. Given that I have Samaria. But I need to check the I need to check these 2 remaining things here, and honestly I will probably just beat it while I'm here. Because then I can go right up, turn in Green Pendant, pop into the Dark World. Because if we get a vanilla or French vanilla big key, then this is beatable. Beatable in Logic. Because I've already got the smalls. I think you technically... I don't know if this varies for entrance. I know for non-entrance, Cold Stare's in Logic with only 1 small key. Because he can have 1 on him. I just don't know if that applies in entrance as well. Because this is... well, actually, this isn't using older Logic because this is generated on the Doors branch. So, yeah, I don't know. Come on. There. I don't know why I'm struggling so bad with Icebreaker lately, but I am. Just have no idea why. I had a feeling that was going to be the answer, that was coming soon. Because that just opened up so many more things to check. Okay. Well, we're going to beat it while we're here because it's 2 items including Green Pendant. So yeah, you had to bring that hammer back. You had to come here with that hammer. this wasn't green pendant, I would have just done a save and quit. Oh, that mirror opens up a lot. Yeah, this one. Still on the lookout for TR4 though. That hammer also gave me Spike Cave. I can't forget that, even though, boy, is that far away. We're gonna go back to GT for right now. I have to find Hera. And Meyer. Meyer's beatable as soon as I find it. So is Hera. So realistically, my go mode right now is finding those entrances and then pod big and TR big. Gonna say that definitely wasn't gonna be it. Just a climb I can't do right now. Okay, well, that's not gonna lead to TR4. But also, screw you, game. That's everything other than the chest and the climb. I can't do that, so alright, so we're out of here from that. Let's start doing mirror checks. Make my way down and around, and then I'll get up to the mountain. Obviously, I'm going to pick up the Smith again, but this time I'm going to turn him in. That was close. It was very close. Not gonna rush the purple chest. I want to focus on entrances. Okay, so we can loop. You know what? Actually, you know what? No, I'm still gonna leave it. Okay. Because I can check this entrance here. And then I can go through Fairy Ascension. Not yet. Not going back to GT again. I already did it. I already went there twice, with both times being out of logic. Not going back for a climb. Not going for an out of logic climb. Check this. Gonna take the Fairy Ascension and see what's over here in my you know, desert area. It's a big keys. There are 2 left, and I need them. So as soon as a big key is held up, it's important. I also really have to pee, so that makes this quite uncomfortable to do right now. Okay. I can full clear this. Okay. I don't need that, but that will make transit faster. Come on. Come on. I will definitely be doing the basement after this, because I really, really need to be. I won't use my fancy BRB screen because it hides the gameplay. There you go. Pearls and logic. So now we can do everything. So you had to come up here. You had to come and beat Hera. Good news is that means whatever key is on Lumberjack, I don't care. I'll be right back. Okay. That's fine. I would have preferred that to be important, but more than anything, I needed a pee break. Okay, let's see where this brings me. Okay. We'll get the, let's activate the flute. Don't need it, but it'll get me to the mountain faster. It'll be really interesting to see what the finish times are. I mean, as this draws on, unfortunately, I feel worse and worse. Like, I felt really good early on. And I mean really good early on. But who knows? But yeah, at least the, you know, whatever key that is, it isn't relevant. So, don't really care. There will be no AGA 1. Guess I'll check these first. Okay, so it was pearl locked. I'm not gonna let the fact that I'm missing a key stop me from going left side, because all I need, these are my entrances, so I just need keys now. Just need keys. Find that being a fill. I just don't want to have to climb GT. Okay, don't hit that switch again. Okay, there's one of them. So now we can go beat Pod. Now I almost wonder if it's Meyer 3. Basically, if I had gone back to ice sooner with the hammer, then it would have allowed me to skip some checks. Not necessarily a ton, but it would have let me skip checks. Okay. I haven't turned in the mushroom yet. I should do that. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that now, because that's quicker than doing all those entrances. I want to be able to just start clearing stuff off so I don't leave stuff forever. And there's go mode. Okay. Alright, we're in go mode. We can finish. Alright, thieves first. So, not ideal, because I just wasn't rushing to turn the mushroom in because I had so many other things to do. And of course, doing those mountain checks out of logic and doing a bunny revive for Meyer, you would have gotten through that super quick as well. So, I don't know. Do I think I won? Probably not. Would I like to have because of how nasty the logic was in this? Yes. But I just don't think I'm going to be that lucky. So I think, logically, the map on the PED, I think, is either TR Swamp. I think it's, well, I mean, it's obviously either TR Swamp or Hyrule Castle, because that's what's left. But, I know it couldn't be... It could not be any of the pendant ones, because logically you're supposed to have the map before you beat any dungeon. The boss is not in logic without the map. The map can be on the boss. So from here we go beat Pod. I do have to loop around again because I haven't found Pod 5. But honestly, looping around's not too bad because that's the back's a route to the boss anyway, so. Falling apart on this blind fight. Say no to this being Pod 5. It would have been nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at this point, really, the only thing that I could see as a possible saving grace would be how soon my opponent would opt to go and fight Trinex on Fighter Sword. Although, admittedly, there was a second sword available. Don't remember where it was right now. Excuse me. Well, once we're done here, we'll be cutting stream, and then we'll be back at 6 o'clock tonight, Jared and I, for a multi-world race. And the theme for that one, for this week, is Mo keys and no keys. So basically, one of the two seeds has no keys. That would be the no keys. And then Mo keys has all the keys for both seeds. In our practice, we did the offline the other day. I ran the Mo keys, and I'm probably going to do that one again for the race. But yeah, it's not as bad as Kaduki Drop, but it's also not great. Alright. Off to Ganon. We are in the Dark World, so we got a mirror. I mean, at least we get to finish with Donatello. If you can't be Mikey, you gotta be Donnie. So, Ice wasn't... You didn't have to beat Ice. You did have to go in for your mirror. That might have been where the other sword was? I don't know, I'm trying to remember. I actually didn't drive him away twice. I didn't fight him at all. I dodged him. I didn't dodge the tower, because, you know what, the early key, I went for it. But I did, however, dodge Eastern Palace. I got the successful Eastern skip. Didn't quite get him a triple, but he's dead. Sub 230, which, given how much I've played of Crosskeys lately, isn't terrible. Thanks for the GGs. And let's see how we did. We got our ass handed to us. Yay! Thanks for the GGs, everybody. That was terrible. That was terrible. That went about how I expected. Yep, lost by 34.5 minutes. So we roll on in at 0-1, pretty much like expected. But we'll see. I mean, the last time I did Crosskeys Tournament was either 23 or 24. Because it was before Hyrule Town Hall. And I don't remember if this is the second or third year for that. But I know that I managed one win out of the entire, 7 weeks, I think? I think it's 7 weeks. So, we'll see. If I can at least tie that from my last tournament appearance in Crosskeys, then okay. This was just, this was a seed. This was a seed, and definitely ready for a break to flush all memories of it before coming back for the multi-world tournament in 2.5 hours. So just as an FYI for people, that is longer than an hour, which means it will count as a new stream in the streak. And also, no dropped frames this time. So hopefully the latest thing Verizon did to fix actually fixed it.